Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Indie Plus Plays Monsterhearts. So this is going to be us playing Monsterhearts tonight to have a good time, show off the game a bit, and mostly to just be horrible little teenage monsters at each other. So just as a heads up, this event will conform to the Indie Plus community standards. If you'd like to know what those are, please go to indieplus.org. And this event will probably be rated R. There will almost certainly be violence and sex and foul language. So have warnings for sexual content, violent content. Probably nothing too extraordinary, nightmarish, or egregious, because we probably won't go there, but you can expect it to be much harder than a PG-13. So with that said, my name is Brendan Conway. I'm a member of Indie Plus. I do a lot of wrangling of games for Indie Plus, and I'm also one of the co-owners of Magpie Games, where I participate in writing cool, fun games, like I wrote The Last Days of Anglekite, and yeah, that's me.
I am Jen Martin. I'm also a member of Indie Plus, and I also participate in the Gencast podcast from mostly Chicago.
Cool. I'm Mark. Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy today. But I'm a member of the Indie Plus organizing stuff, and I just realized I jumped in front of Katherine because I can't do alphabet correctly. But that's okay. We're going to get back to Katherine in a second because I can't spell. I'm a professional writer, so that's a good thing for my inability to spell. And I do role-playing game stuff with Magpie Games. I'm one of the other co-owners. And so let's go to Katherine now, and I'll be terribly embarrassed.
I'm Katherine. My name comes before Mark's. That's about it. I like playing Monsterhearts a lot. RPG philosophy is just fuck me up. I'm playing Immortal, so I'm really excited.
And hey, I'm Rich. I'm part of Indie Plus. I do moderate panels. I'm a production assistant monkey for the Dr. Tom the Frog Show, which you should totally check out. It has a new episode coming out about 14 days Kickstarter this week, which was super fun to edit, and I play games on the internet with people. That's it.
Awesome. So we've done a little bit of character creation. I've had the players go ahead and pick skins and pick moves, do all sorts of fun things, and we are going to do backstory / strings on air, so you guys can see how all of these horrible people are connected. So Brendan, why don't you introduce your character, please?
Sure. So I am Marcel the Vampire. I have a predatory look with lusty eyes. So I envision myself as pretty, like a handsome young teenager. You know, I do not look like the little image because I couldn't find an image that I really liked that wasn't stealing from the Vampire Diaries, so I went with this one. I do not look like this. But I'm very much like hungry all the time. I'm cold. I don't smile much. I am very like pristine and perfect in condition. I'm black. I'm trying to think. I look like probably 18 years old. I'm pretty much bald, and yeah, I generally wear like nicer clothes that I can afford because of my long-term investments. And I can go ahead and explain my backstory, right, Jen? Like the maker part of it, how I see that?
Yes, please. Sure.
All right. So I'm a maker, and that's my backstory. And the way I interpret that is that vampires, they come in two varieties. There are the makers and the made, essentially, if we can come up with a better term for them. But the makers are actually natural vampires. They're the ones who are sort of born vampires, and they live most of their lives with this curse or infection or whatever it is. And they can turn other people into vampires, but those made vampires cannot do the same. So being a maker is, insofar as it matters to any of these vampires, it is a noteworthy thing. It is a, like, you are a little bit higher up. Alternatively, they're the ones that are hunted or killed if they ever are, and they're also the ones that are, you know, hated. So I'm a maker. I generally do not want to interact with other vampires, and I feel like I probably came out to wherever we are intentionally to get away from a lot of that. I don't think I've ever made another vampire. I am fairly young as makers go, which still means I might be a little bit older. I might be older than I look. I don't want to make it like weird and creepy though. I'm rather skeeved out by the theoretically 100-year-old person who's interested in teenagers. So in my head, part of the explanation is that I can't keep part of being a maker versus a maid. The maid, they remember everything. A maker only remembers a certain amount of time. So for all intents and purposes, I only remember essentially as old as I am, or like I remember about the past 18 years. That doesn't mean like I forget words. It just means I don't actually have that part of me that would go back further. So I don't feel like I'm 50, is what I'm getting at, even if I theoretically, physically am 50.
Awesome. I mean, like, what could you possibly forget outside of 18 years? Totally
Right.
Fine.
Everything
totally
is fine. Like I said, I'm pretty confident I've never made another vampire.
The last 2 decades.
Yes, in the last 2 decades, certainly not.
Okay, so Katherine, why don't you tell us about Carla the Mortal?
Okay, I am Carla, the mortal. I have a quiet demeanor and very human eyes, and I'm nobody. I'm just that person who's very quiet and sits in the room, doesn't have many friends. You're like, oh yeah, I guess she's in our class. She goes to the school. That's my character.
Awesome. What is Nope, we picked lover later. Never mind.
Yep.
You picked sympathy is my weapon, so you get XP if you forgive your lover for hurting you, which will always end well. And entrenched.
Entrenched.
Sorry? Yep.
Oh, it's I forgive.
Super
anyone.
fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Mark, why don't you tell us about Diego the werewolf?
Great. I'm Diego the werewolf. I'm like 17, probably junior year, maybe a little older for junior year. I'm like Latino kid, like come from a single parent household. My mom works here in town. We haven't said where we are, right?
We haven't, and I was going to get to that as soon as we heard each of the characters.
Cool. So she works in locally, and I also like have a job after school. But last month I got bitten by something out in the woods. Like I was went out to go like I have some job, like I work at like a bowling alley, right? And I had to go out to like dump out a bunch of stuff in the back, and there was like a wolf there, and I like got a dog, or I don't know, it looked like a really big dog, and I got bit on my hand, and it like hurt a lot. And so for the last month or two, I've been a little like, confused. Things have been a little weird. Like I feel like there's always animals like watching me. Like I have a very different relationship with like my mom's boyfriend's dog, who like, I've had some trouble with, like, which is unexpected because me and the dog used to get along, and just like generally it's been a really weird month. Yeah, so I haven't been a werewolf for very long. I don't really necessarily even know that that's happening. I'm just going through a really weird time.
Okay. Now, tell me about werewolves. Are you compelled to change at the full moon? Maybe your character doesn't know this, but you, Mark, get to decide your mythology.
Yeah, so I think I definitely have to change during the full moon, and the last full moon, this is my first full moon, I have like some weird memories. I don't like I was like I dreamt that I was running through the woods and there was like stuff happening, and then I like woke up in my bed and like my clothes were all muddy and stuff, and I just have been trying not to think about it too hard.
Awesome. It'll be fine. Like this is bad dreams.
Yeah, for sure.
Bad dreams. Okay. And Rich, please tell us about Zed the Ghoul.
Well, playing Zed the Ghoul, big surprise. A few weeks ago, I died, I think. I'm pretty sure I died. But then I got somewhere kind of throw out of body like place, and then they said it wasn't time. So I woke back up again. Awful taste in my mouth just hasn't gone away. It's so I can't die. So it's kind of amazing, but I'm really hungry. Like I'm total carnivore now. Really not much of a vegetarian anyway, so it's not that big of a change, but just hungry a lot.
What do you look like as a ghoul? How different are you from your pre-dying days?
Well, my skin's a bit paler, and my eyes have kind of like some of the color's gone out of it. Not too. I think I look pretty great, honestly. So yeah, just lost a little bit of weight, which is odd because I keep eating. So
You keep eating everything, pretty much.
well, I started off with burgers and stuff, and then there was that time in the woods with the bunny, but nobody else knows about that. So it tasted a lot better than I expected.
Ah, cool. Catherine, what kind of clothes does Carla wear?
They're secondhand, obviously, pretty nondescript in fashion.
Nothing memorable whatsoever, huh? Cool.
Nothing like that.
Okay. And what kind of a setting is this? Do you guys want urban, suburban, small town, boarding school, religious school? Up to you.
I'm thinking more rural. Small town.
Yeah, I like small town. That's cool.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Cool. When you say small town, how many people in the high school? A few hundred? 1,000? 100?
A few hundred.
What?
Okay.
No, come on, more than that. Maybe like 1,000 in the total high school, all 4 grades, 250 people.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was probably thinking per grade. I was like 200 per grade.
I mean, you can
Sure.
play Little House on the Prairie some other time, buddy.
Sure. 800 to 1,000 for like the full high school. I like that.
Cool.
Cool. And what part of the country is this in? Are we east, Midwest, west, north, south?
You answering, Mark? Because you're muted.
I always forget about muting. Like we do like the Pacific Northwest, like somewhere where there's like we live in like kind of a small town. There's like logging, things like that.
Totally.
This will be the 4th in a row Pac Northwest.
Oh, there's something else then.
No, it's good. It's good. I think it's hilarious.
Sure?
It's like
All
a
right,
truck
cool.
now.
Well, we can do something else if you want, but it's like got a good balance between like there's big cities kind of close by, but it's like in the middle of nowhere.
That's true, and I think it really works for us having a wolf in. So I'm all about it. And I did hunt that rabbit in the woods, so there has to be woods.
It's true. It's not just some tiny patch of trees. Okay. Is there anybody who wants to do backstory first? Not Catherine, because Carla the Mortal goes last.
I can go. So my backstory. Someone reminds me of what love was when you thought that death has stolen it away from you forever. Seriously. That's awesome.
You tell me, my
I
friend.
see. So somebody doesn't
We're not
step
playing
up and
World
say,
Wide Wrestling. You decide.
Okay, I've played it both ways, so I wasn't sure. Okay, I will say, why not Diego? Why not? So you get 2 strings on me, Diego.
Cool.
Cool. We'll do, everybody does, well, you want to do your other one, Rich,
Yeah,
or do
I
you want
do.
somebody else to go?
Yeah. Oh, no, somebody else can go. That's fine.
Well, don't all go at once.
I can go.
Brendan. Okay, Mark.
You lack subtlety. Give a string to everyone.
That was easy. Brendan,
Yarp.
you're next.
All right, well, I'm just doing my first one. You're beautiful. Gain a string on everyone.
Right? Not a creepy 50-year-old at all.
Not at all. Don't think this weirder.
Sweet. I think Marcel watched me die. So we gain 2 strings on each other. There we go.
Awesome.
Cool. I have, you spent weeks watching someone from a distance. Their scent and mannerisms are unmistakable to you now. Take 2 strings on them. I'm gonna say Marcel, actually, because like basically since this thing happened to me, my senses have gotten really sharp, and he is weird. Like there's something wrong with him, and I'm concerned that he's dangerous. So I've been watching him.
I resent that. I'm a perfectly normal 18-year-old.
Creeper.
Okay, Brendan, what's your second one?
My second one. Someone once saved your unlife. They gain 2 strings on you. Well, it's not you two chuckleheads. Yeah, I totally think I picked Carla.
Awesome. What happened?
Someone once saved my unlife. Well, I'm tempted to leave that up to her to decide entirely. I think my unlife was threatened because, like I said, I think there might out there in general somewhere be people who hunt vampires. I came out here, so they probably aren't really around here. We're probably safe. But one of them managed to track me, caught me, nearly killed me, and I was, like, bleeding out. Basically. And obviously that's a big deal for a vampire. Not really that big a deal for a human, but for a vampire it's a big deal to bleed out.
So Carla, when you saved his unlife, did you let him feed from you?
Totally.
Awesome. I like it. Okay. And Carla, go ahead and do your backstory strings.
My only backstory string is I declare someone to be my lover. They get 3 strings on 1 string on them. And I'm going to say, or not your lover, your true love. And I'm going to say Zed is my true love. So he gets 3 strings on me.
Woohoo! Suckers.
Is that a recent thing, Carla? Has that been within the past few weeks?
Yeah, I've just completely fallen in love with him over the past few weeks.
Interesting. It's almost like he's a different person.
Yeah, it's really strange.
Awesome.
Death becomes him.
Awesome. Okay, so Carla, who at school keeps like making uncomfortable passes at you and they just will not get the hint that you're not interested in? This can be a PC or it can be an NPC. It's up to you.
It's this guy named Jason.
Okay.
He will just not stop. I really wish he didn't notice me like everybody else.
Cool. Carla. Okay. Diego, whose scent makes your mouth water?
This should be an NPC?
Yes, if you don't
Okay,
mind.
cool. No, that's good. All right, so let's say I have an ex-girlfriend named Tammy, and when we broke up a couple months ago, I was like, "Oh, good, I'm finally rid of her." And then since the stuff, like since getting bit, I found myself drawn to her.
Cool. Marcel, who have you been feeding on at school?
Anybody.
Because you drink hot blood, right? You're not some wimpy vampire who goes to a blood bank and like.
No. That's gross. God, that's really weird. No, I've been feeding on, in particular, I think, this poor kid, Liam, who is entirely confident that this will turn him into a vampire, and I have not disabused him of that notion yet.
Is what year is Liam?
Oh, he's younger, I think. He's like a sophomore.
Okay. Zed. Who is the most delicious student when it comes to satisfying your hunger?
Meaning I've eaten them? Or...
I mean, how do you satisfy your hunger for flesh? Is that a sex thing? Is it a eating brains thing? You tell me. What's the mythology on a ghoul?
Wow, I haven't tried the sex thing. That's a good idea. Right now, it's just eating animals. So I haven't eaten any kids yet, but the sex thing is probably Tracy. She's a cheerleader. I mean, everybody wants her, right?
What's the school sport, you guys? Is it like football or basketball, or is it like the swim team, or?
It should be lacrosse.
Cool. I was gonna say bocce ball, but with cross works too.
And thus is a place immediately awful.
I was going to go with lawn darts, but fine. Lacrosse.
Those aren't a real sport anymore. You can't have the ones with the sharp tips. It used to be a sport. It's not anymore. Okay, so Marcel, tell me about like the mythos of vampires. How do you like walk out in sunlight? Is that not a big deal? How does that work?
Yeah, I think that's part of the point of feeding. As long as I am decently fed, sunlight does not affect me.
Cool.
So that's one of the major reasons why I have to feed beyond, like, essentially I can go for a little bit without feeding, but then sunlight will start burning me, and then a little bit after that is when I actually start starving and dying.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, do you guys have a name for your high school?
What, Timberwolves?
Timberwolf High School.
Cool.
Is that it? Is that actually it?
Or is that the name of the sports team?
Yeah, that's the sporty sport ball team. Like East Arbor, maybe the East Arbor Timberwolves. Does that sound all right?
Yeah,
Millard Fillmore High School.
Yeah, okay, Marcel. Thinking of a few, like, 50 high schools ago or something there.
Yeah, I like East Arbor, and it's cute. It's like very nondescript, right?
Yes. It's very innocent sounding. Nothing bad can happen here at all.
Very WB.
Okay. Diego, who do you have a crush on?
Let's see. There should be an NPC as well?
Yes, it can be one of the ones we've seen before, or it can be somebody new. Or it could be a PC. That could be interesting.
All right, well, since we're only going to play this once, I'm going to go for a PC. So I'm going to say I have a crush on Carla, although we are, like, lab partners or something. So, and I'm just, like, I'm an old friend. Like, we've gone to the same schools together, right? Because you,
Cool.
is that fair? Because you lived here for a long time? You didn't just move here or something?
Yeah, she's lived her all her life, but
Okay,
no one
cool.
knows who she is.
Yeah, that's right. So we're friends, and
Yeah.
And you spend a lot of time looking out, right? And like I kind of like you, but it's not, you know. I try to like not think about it. I spend a lot. Apparently, Diego spends a lot of time not thinking about stuff. Right. So yeah, Diego the denial direwolf, apparently.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it. Cool. Marcel, like, what as a vampire? You don't. It's not like you have like parental guardians, right?
Oh, hell no.
So how do you handle that? How did you like register yourself for school and have all the paperwork and stuff?
Well, it helps that I'm hypnotic, and I can look into your eyes and make you do stuff. The other part of it that helps is that somebody, I presume myself, set up some nice investments a little while back, so I have access to money if I need it.
It was
Yeah.
totally you. Nobody else would have set you up,
That's
only
fair.
to like pull the rug out from underneath you.
Well, presumably at some point I was born. Yes. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll see.
You can't give me like such a giant like present and then expect me not to use it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Enjoy.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Cool. So what class do you guys have in common? It doesn't have to be like first period or anything. I just want to start you guys all at the same class.
Comac.
There's home ec.
You're making
Math,
faces, Rich.
Physics,
How did I
calculus,
end
first
up
period.
here? Oh, heck.
Calculus. All right, that's fun. So we're all in like AP Calc.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Is that how did you end up in AP Calc?
Wow. Just because a guy is kind of cool doesn't mean he can't like math?
You can absolutely say I am a math genius. That is an acceptable answer. I'm just asking how you
I
ended
could
up in
totally
AP Calc.
say that, but it just so happens Tracy's in this class.
Aha! Excellent. I love it. Have you fed on her? You have, haven't you? Like, you slept with her.
Not after, before. The once she was drunk.
Ah, interesting.
Not like super creepy drunk, just loosened up.
I am going to X-card that.
Okay, cool. Absolutely. Let me roll that back. We have
Cool. Thank you. Yay, demonstration. Okay, so calculus class. The teacher is Mitchell Mason, Mr. Mason. What kind of teacher is he, Carla?
He's maybe a couple years from retirement. He kind of doesn't care what we do as long as we don't kill each other. He's not super motivated to prep us for the AP test, since most of us probably won't be taking it, since that costs a lot of money.
Yeah, he doesn't care about like his statistics anymore. Like if he has no motivation to see any of you do well, which is awesome in a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Doesn't care. Okay. I'm not going to do like a seating chart because I am lazy and I don't want to do screen sharing, but I have a piece of paper. So who sits closest to the front? If you guys don't volunteer, I'm going to start naming names.
I think Diego sits up in the front because I actually got moved to this class late, so I'm actually behind. I did really, really well in my other class, even though it was not very cool to do well in the remedial class.
Yeah.
And I got pushed up kind of against my will. Like the other teacher was like, "Well, you have two options. You can go to the AP class where you're supposed to be, or I can fail you here." And I was like, "No, that's such bullshit." But they were like, "Nope, I'm gonna."
Not cool.
That's not cool. But that teacher like actually. Go ahead.
Did that teacher call your mom?
No, I think we were just short of calling my mom. Right? That was like the.
It was on the table.
Right? It was on the table. And failing you doesn't scare you. I'm gonna call your mom. So I moved, but I'm like it's like a quarter of the way through the semester. I'm behind, and there's only like one seat left in the whole class, like up at the front.
Yeah.
Which I hate.
Cool. And who sits right behind you? I think no, he's a sophomore. He can't be in calculus. Actually, I totally think it's Tammy. Tammy sits behind you, obviously.
That is
How does she
even worse.
feel about you? Who broke up with who?
So I think I mean I don't want to make too big a deal. I think she's a little abusive, right? Like she's a little like intense and like generally kind of pushy. And so I think I broke up with her because I was like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm out. I'm out. Like I don't want to see you again. I don't want to deal with you again. And then in like the last month, I've ended up sitting in front of her in calculus and had some sort of weird change where I think she smells amazing.
Yeah, you keep like looking back at her and like sniffing. It's creeped her out a little bit. All right. Carla, who do you sit next to?
I am. Was that unmuted?
I'm hearing part of what you said.
Oop.
Yes?
Looks like she's frozen.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay, sorry. I sit right next to Jason, unfortunately.
Okay.
And sorry, my connection's kind of bad.
No worries. You sit next to Jason. Awesome. Jason sits next to Tammy. Zed, where do you sit?
I tried to get in the back, but the lacrosse players are back there, so one row up from the back.
I mean, Tracy's back there too, so.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah. And Marcel, do you sit second to last row, just like Zed?
I think so.
Okay. Who sits in between you and Zed?
Put your collar down, Marcel. Seriously.
No, this is the rage. Some memory of mine says that this is exactly what people are supposed to look like. What was your question? Who sits between us?
Yeah, my question was going to be who sits between you, but I am going to rephrase it as who used to sit between you before the seat became empty?
Oh, fantastic. Let's see.
New name.
Yeah, new name. Poor Lana.
Okay. Poor Lana. What's the rumor about her anyway? Did she like move away or?
You want to take that one, Rich? Or is that directed at me?
I thought it was to you. What's the question again? I'll knock it out.
What's the rumor about Lana and why she's not with you guys anymore?
Oh, rumor is she got pregnant.
Okay. Cool. So you guys are in your calculus class, which, I mean, like, Mr. Mason started the school year attempting to teach you guys, and it's really gone downhill. Like, for the most part, he sits at his desk and he, like, reads a book. So what do you guys do? Diego, Tammy seems to be trying to avoid any, like, she's just in her head. You don't exist anymore. She won't look at you, which is weird because she had been trying to get back together with you.
I mean, I think this class is probably my worst class because I'm not doing well. Mr. Mason isn't really teaching. I assume he still gives tests.
He does.
Which is like the worst possible combination of those things. And so I generally try to just like tune out and do whatever stupid thing he's asked us to do that day, whether it's like a worksheet or a problem on the board or whatever, and just try to like not get in any more trouble right now. I think probably sometimes I also just don't come to class, especially if he's not checking attendance. I just won't show up.
What do you do when you don't show up?
I have a lot of like stoner friends who like go across the street from the high school where they can smoke but still be in sight of the high school, and so I often will go over and hang out with them, and they have stoner wisdom and things. They're like the way life works, man, is this. That's what you got to do. And I'm, looking for answers. I don't know. Maybe they've got it figured out.
I mean, that's definitely, they totally have it figured out. All right, so Carla, Jason turns to you, and he plasters that grin on his face. You know what that means. Come on, Carla. Like, how many times do I have to ask you? It's just one date.
How many times do I have to tell you no, Jason? Go away.
At least one more time. Come on. You know you want to. I'm going to wear you down eventually.
I would like to shut him down.
Awesome. Do that thing.
A roll with cold? Or...
Yes.
Okay, my cold is -1. So, there we go. Okay, that's a 6.
Doesn't work so well. Also, I forgot to do stat highlighting, so we're gonna do that now.
Right.
Sorry about that. So
I need to make all the levels, please.
So look on your sheet and find out who is it. You have the most strings on, or has the most strings on?
You look on your sheet.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's the way. So Carla, highlight me, please.
Are you sure?
I would like to highlight hot for you.
Awesome. Suck at that.
That's awesome. All right, Zed, I'm also going to highlight volatile.
Thank you. I'm about to volatile in a minute.
Yay. Happy to facilitate. Carla, who do you have the most strings on?
Marcel.
Marcel, will you highlight for Carla, please?
Let me see. All right, you're hot.
Okay.
Cool. I am going to highlight. I'm actually going to highlight cold, so you can take an XP right off the bat. Diego, who do you have the most strings on?
I have a tie between Zed and Marcel.
So you pick.
All right, cool. I'll pick Marcel.
Sweet. I will highlight your. Oh gosh. Well, of course, the werewolf, volatile.
Okie dokie. I am going to highlight. I'm going to highlight your dark, Diego.
Cool.
Because I want you to embrace the beast within. And who else do we have? Marcel, who do you have the most strings on?
Me. I have the most strings on. It looks like Zed.
Well, hey, I think, Marcel, I want to see you be hot.
Okay. I think I want to see Marcel be dark. Okay. So what does this look like, Carla? You're trying to shut Jason down. You've tried to do this a number of times, and he always comes back. What do you say?
Yeah, I said, leave me alone. I'm not interested in you. I'm never going to be interested in you. Like, I kind of raised my voice to an uncomfortable level, like where people around, maybe even the teachers, kind of like, oh, something's happening. And then just like physically distance myself as much as possible while still sitting down.
Yeah, so he like leans into you and he's like, you know, you don't have to play like this chase game, you know. I mean, you don't have to keep this act up. When should I pick you up tonight? 8? Does 8 sound good?
No.
Diego, what do you do?
This is like 2 seats back from me, right?
Yeah, it's a seat back and like one over. So I mean, within maybe 6 feet of you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say like I've been watching this. This has definitely got my attention, especially when you kind of like get loud, right? And so I turn around and I'm a little surprised that I do this, but it just feels right to me to be like, to sort of try to assert some dominance, and I say, hey, she said she's not interested, right? And I like look a little angry at him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna kind of like it almost comes out like a snarl at him.
Yeah. Awesome. Are you trying to shut him down?
Yeah, totally. Like I want him to like go the fuck away.
Yeah. Roll those dice.
Boom. I have a cold of -1. So that's still a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, for shut someone down, when you shut someone down, roll with cold, and a 10 up, choose one, give them a condition. There's some options. On a 7 to 9, choose one. You each give a condition to one another, or you each lose a string on one another. So I'll take you each give a condition to one another.
Okay.
So I want to give him the condition cowed.
Cowed. Awesome. Cowed. All right. He is... What condition is he going to give you?
Now everyone knows Diego has a crush on Carla.
Yeah, I think the condition is crushing on Carla.
Okay.
And he's like, "Whoa, man! I didn't know you were interested. I mean, I don't think you're gonna get any further with her than I did, but whatever. I don't want to fight you about it."
When he says that, I'm like, no, that's not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you should. And then I look at Tammy, and I just stop talking.
She snickers, like, and then turns back to, I think Tammy is friends with Tracy, actually. Tammy and Tracy. And there's like another row in between Tracy and Tammy. So Zed, you're kind of not in between them, but sort of like off place a little bit. But you can totally see that they're laughing at Diego.
Nice. So
And this whole scene.
This Tammy Diego thing, is this known Diego? Like
It is now.
What, the Tammy Diego thing? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we dated for like 3 months, and like she's super nice in public, but then in private she was like kind of crazy. So I like it.
I've never seen her in private, so I have no idea what she must have broke up with you because you're a creeper. That's all.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but everybody knows we dated.
Who's Tammy dating now, Diego?
Oh, that's a good one. You know what? I think Tammy's pretty hip and cool, and can manage some stuff. So I think, why should we have her dating one of the lacrosse players?
Awesome.
Like Mike.
Cool. So like the lacrosse chain is like the whole clique, right? Like they're the rock stars of school. If you're on the lacrosse team, you know, it doesn't really matter what your grades are. You are, you know, untouchable almost. And the cheerleaders to a lesser extent, but still, there's definitely some levels of social standing there. Marcel, what are you doing with all of this?
I mean, I think I'm largely watching and looking for an opportunity after this to maybe do something to Jason, because I really want to discharge this debt I owe to Carla for letting me feed on her when I was dying. I really don't like that she theoretically saw me when I was dying, and I really just want her to want to get that out of the way, get that done.
Have you guys like talked about that since it happened?
I think I would intentionally avoid that as much as possible.
What are you saying on life? Let's never talk about that again.
I mean, normally I'm totally into the whole, like, yes, I feed on you, I am your master now, or whatever. But in this case, right, it was her mercy that saved me that told, no, that shit won't fly.
Carla, what about you? Have you tried to talk to him? Like, you guys aren't friends now, right? That's weird.
No, that's weird. It was weird. I tried a couple times, but he just walks away really fast.
Yeah. How did you feel about that? Like finding out that vampires exist?
It was really weird. I don't know how Marcel tried to explain it exactly.
I mean, probably whatever he said sounded like a lie because he was, he's a vampire.
He's hypnotic. It sounded true.
That's true.
Like
That's true.
On me it was weird, but I really liked it. So.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Okay, so we have Mike, the lacrosse player, is dating Tammy. I think Tammy actually goes over and sits down like on Mike's lap, and Mike and Tracy sit next to each other. So the three of them are looking at Carla, looking at Diego, talking their little whispering talk, and Mr. Mason actually looks up from his book, which is weird, and he's like, you guys should do didn't I give you worksheets? And there's clearly a stack of worksheets on his desk. Oh, sorry. And he doesn't even get up. He just holds the stack out like, here, someone come distribute these. Who's gonna do it?
I will totally jump up and grab them to get out of this awkward setup.
I love it. Cool. Is there anything else you guys want to do during class?
No, I kind of put my head down and just kind of work on the worksheet and hope that nobody talks to me for the rest of class. In fact, while he's giving out the worksheets, or while she takes the worksheets, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna be like, you know what, fuck this, and just leave.
Yes.
Because this is too real.
Right. Are you gonna roll to run away for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to run away.
Okay.
So when I run away, I roll with volatile, which I have a 2. On a 10 up, you get away and end up in a safe place. On a 7-9, you get away but choose one, and there's some options. Yeah, 12.
Awesome. All right. Run away. So where are you going that is safe?
So I feel like, I'm going to go across the street and smoke with the stoner kids and fuck this day. This is already the worst day ever. Embarrass myself in front of Tammy. Made Carla, I don't even know. And, just not a good day.
Yeah. It's going to be, I think, a little while before you can look Carla in the eye again.
Yeah.
How do you feel about running away? How does that make you feel inside? Do you feel okay about that, or?
I kind of feel like I want to punch Jason in the face until he stops moving. So I think it's best for everybody that I go, right?
I mean, better for Jason anyway.
Yeah, and generally I feel like caged up, right? Like I've had trouble sitting in class, which is unusual for me because I'm actually a pretty good student when I put my mind to it. So I'm feeling a little jagged, and I when I blow, it's just I just grab my shit and go. Hopefully before Mr. Mason notices that I'm gone.
I mean, I feel like at a minute after you leave, he kind of looks up, looks around, turns back to his book. He just doesn't. They don't pay him enough to care. He's worked for 40 years. All right. Carla, what are you doing? This is, there's been a lot of attention on you during this class. How does that feel?
Terrible. I was going to be like, oh, thanks, Diego, very quietly as he walks out the door.
Aw.
Completely unheard.
Oh, no, he totally heard you, because he's a werewolf.
Oh, okay. It was just, I didn't say it, I thought it really loud.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
I'm just going to pass out the worksheets without making eye contact.
And actually, when you go to pass out worksheets to like Mike, Tammy, and Tracy, Tracy is like, "Ooh, Carla, Diego's got a crush on you. Why don't you go out with him?"
Just friends, okay?
I mean,
I'm going to shut her down, too, because I'm really bad at shutting people down.
awesome.
Yes!
All right. Well, there
That's a
is this singleton rule which says in Monster Hearts you don't take XP twice in one scene for doing the same thing. Except I don't like that rule in like one shots, or this will be two-hour mini shots. So go ahead and take more XP. I trust you guys to not like spam rolls and whatnot.
No, she can keep spamming that roll. It's hilarious.
It's true. Please keep failing at this thing. And so what do you say? What does that look like?
It's just kind of like she wants to keep people like, no, we're just friends, but it turns into kind of an outburst again.
Mm-hmm.
Just friends. Shut up. Like drops worksheets on them and walks away. It's really uncomfortable. Awkward.
And Tammy and Mike and Tracy are all laughing at you, and yeah. So you go sit down, and then Tracy actually comes over and she starts like foofing your hair and being like, "You'd be so much prettier if you put some more makeup on." I think I'd actually like to see you roll to hold steady here, because it's been a really bad day for you so far.
It's like the first 45 minutes of school. So how? What's roll steady?
Hold steady. Roll with cold. So more XP.
Yes, that's a 9.
Awesome. All right. On a 7 to 9, you get to keep your cool, or you can pick an option from the 10 up list, but gain the condition terrified. The 10 and up list is you can ask me a question about the situation, you can remove a condition, or you can carry one forward during the scene.
I think I will choose to just keep my cool.
I think that's wise. I mean, like Tracy, she's just playing with you, right? Like she doesn't actually think, like she's just trying to mess with you.
I don't actually think I'm pretty. Yeah.
I mean, you're nobody, right? And you're cool with that. So I think after you kind of don't engage her, you kind of just sit there and you don't say anything, she kind of gets bored with you, right? Yeah, and then the bell rings, and it's the end of class. Except for you, Diego, because you're not there anymore. Zed, what do you do? How do you feel about Carla, anyway?
I don't know. I mean, she's just a regular student. I mean, I felt kind of bad for her, but Tracy's, she's that way. She's got to be careful. Stay on the good side, right? I watched it. She wasn't too bad. It wasn't like Jason. That guy, he needs to get squashed. Because, like, Pepe Le Pew, sorry, that was funny maybe 40 years ago.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Marcel, where are you going? What's your next class? And why are you not going there?
Because it's PE.
Awesome.
I don't run.
No.
I glide.
Saunter, even.
Oh my god. I lied. Oh my god. Most cliche vampire ever. Oh my goodness, I glide. That kills me.
Years of practice.
Okay, so who is in PE? I think Carla, you're definitely in PE.
Yeah, worst day ever.
I think Zed is as well, and you might be looking forward to seeing him, maybe? Certainly looking forward to the fact that Tammy and Tracy are not in this class.
Yes. Neither is Jason, thank God.
Yes. Although that doesn't stop him from sort of like following you a little bit, like he's going to try and talk to you at your locker, but then I think he kind of chickens out. Maybe
lurking around the corner.
He could be, yeah. And I mean, like, Jason is into you, but like he doesn't want to get beaten up about it, right? So, okay, so Jim, your gym teacher is Kim Hernandez. She's like young. She's like first year high school teacher.
TFA. She should be from TFA.
What is that?
She should be a TFA teacher. So she's like, a Teach for American teacher. So it's somebody who like went to a fancy school and then gets this internship or this job where they go for 2 years to teach at some high school. So she is from New York City, but she got assigned to this like tiny East Harbor high school.
Awesome. And
she's received almost no training to be a teacher. Right.
And she has to just handle these teenagers. I love it.
Yep.
Zed, how have you kind of worn her down a little bit this year? Like, she started out the year, she was super enthusiastic, and she just wanted to dig in and, like, teach you guys fitness. And how did you kind of wear that down a little bit?
It takes a lot of perseverance to put forth minimal effort. That's really it. Just lack of response.
I see.
It's like passive. It's like I don't know, what's that Buddha guy or whatever? Gandhi, like that.
She tries though, like, but I think in the last couple of weeks, like, you've exhibited exceptional apathy, and she might be starting to understand that you're just not gonna come around to her way of thinking at all.
No, it's everybody smells it from a mile away. We're just trying to get her to be real, you know. She mark her time and move on.
Yeah. What do you guys do at gym? This is indoor gym, so maybe like track or basketball or something?
Yeah, track, basketball. Sometimes we run laps, play a little basketball. That's okay.
Cool. Carla, how do you like gym?
I really love gym, but Zed is for gym, so I also try to be apathetic. And maybe he'll notice. We can like bond.
Yeah.
I always try to stand close to him when we do our like warm-up jumping jacks and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's cute. So who else is in gym with you guys?
Well, Marcel, but he's ditching.
Right. Marcel and PE. We need somebody new. Who's somebody new? We will say.
How about Mike?
Ahead,
How about Tammy's new boyfriend, Mike?
Tammy's new boyfriend, Mike, is Lacrosse Mike.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, let's do Lacrosse Mike in gym. Carla, you noticed, like, he was totally laughing at you in calculus when Tammy was there, but, like, now that you're in gym and Tammy's not there, like, he could care less about you. You know, he's got better things to do than like, pick on some girl. All right. What is super fun? Zed, you're kind of just hanging around, not doing much. Looking cool, leaning up against a wall, right?
Yeah.
Marcel, where are you? Or maybe I'll say, who are you feeding on?
That's a real good question. The easy answer would be Liam, but I'm not going to go with the easy answer.
Okay.
Yeah, Liam's been getting pretty clingy lately because of this whole thing where he thinks he should be a vampire by now.
Yeah, I've bet on him enough times where he's starting to become wise to this.
Right. So while I'm considering how to deal with that situation, potentially bury him, I'm meanwhile trying to build up a new blood doll. And I'm thinking in that regard, I'm going, oh, God, I so feel bad. Sorry, back in character. I think I've been going for a young freshman boy, right, who's similarly who's friendless, right, picked on a lot.
Sure. Yeah.
sort of just awkward and kind of lanky, and his name is Dave.
Dave.
So I'm going to go find Dave and essentially do the whole I'm the cool, super cool senior at convincing Dave to come out of class. Come be with Dave. Oh, sorry, come be with Marcel, the super cool senior.
Marcel. Well, I mean, how do you get him out of class? He's like walking into the classroom. Let's say.
So he's not in the classroom yet.
I mean, he's like in the doorway. He's about to walk into the classroom. The bell's gonna ring any moment.
Right, so it's that moment where the halls are clearing out, and he's about to walk into the classroom, and he looks down the hall, and I'm just standing in the middle of the hall. And I'm just looking at him with my smoldering look, my predatory look.
It sounds like you're going to try and hypnotize him into doing your bidding.
I could hypnotize him. I could also just turn him on.
Your call, whatever you would like to do.
So the hypnosis can potentially turn him into a nightmarish madman, so I'd like to save that for important situations. As opposed to when I'm just trying to be like, cut glass. But if I get a string on him, I can do the same. So I'll just turn him on. Right, it's because like he can't take his eyes off me at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead
You are a sexy vampire.
I'm so sexy. So that's a 10.
Awesome.
And on a 10 plus on turn someone on, where'd it go? Take a string against them.
Okay.
And I mean, I'll go ahead and spend that string to basically. You can spend a string on an NPC too. Oh, I have to manipulate him too. Okay. I have to manipulate him to make that work. Okay.
So you have to give him a bribe, threat, or motive.
I beckon him with like one finger.
Yeah.
That's my bribe.
Okay, well that's not really bribing anything.
My finger.
What do you guys do aside from?
I show him my pack of cigarettes.
Ah, okay. So Dave is going to come with you. He is a fresh-eyed or doughy-eyed freshman.
Oh yeah.
And the senior holding cigarettes has lured him out of class. I like it.
And you know what? Can we make Dave somebody's brother?
Absolutely.
I'm not sure whose brother, but Dave should be somebody's little brother.
Who
You were
is
muted, Mark.
Dave's?
He should be Tammy's little brother.
Okay.
And I actually like Dave a lot. We got along well when Tammy and I were dating. And I'd like to you know how you would like to still have a friend that you're related to your ex, or you're like, it's probably not going to work. But
can I keep you and not the other person?
I still like you, just not the person I was supposed to love, right? Yeah. And he's a cool kid. I like him.
Cool. He likes you too, but he kind of understands that it didn't work out with Tammy because she's a handful. He knows it firsthand.
For sure.
Yeah. So, Diego, how are you doing? You're just gonna chill there for a while? Do you have any plans to go back to school?
I mean, I think I probably need to come back eventually. The school will probably report me absent, and they might call my mom. So I'm gonna, I'll blow off second period, but I'll probably head back to third.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say Mr. Mason is not gonna report you absent because he doesn't give a shit. What class are you in second period?
We'll say it's English, and I'll actually maybe. Just to kind of keep it simple, I'll go back for second. So I blew off the rest of first, which just started, and I'll head back in for second period. So okay. I can be coming in while these two are headed out.
Okay. I think Tracy is in English with you. Okay. What do you think about Tammy? Is Tammy in English or not?
No, I think probably I have at least one class that's separate from her.
So, English teacher name. We are going to call the English teacher Carol Hadley. I mean, Carol's probably like a pretty average teacher, right? She's been teaching for a while. She does the thing. She does it pretty well. She's not going to like win awards or whatever, but, you know.
All right, so this is a new class to me too, right? Because there was only one calc class, so my whole schedule had to be like rearranged to make time for the calc class. So I'm new in all my classes.
Awesome. So you guys all sit down. Teacher starts doing her thing. I actually think that you sit next to Tracy in English, and so she kind of leans in and she's like, "So Carla, huh? Really? It's kind of a step down from Tammy."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, like everybody knows what I'm talking about.
You know, everybody should know that Jason guy is creepy as fuck. So if he's gonna like be pushing people around, then, and I just kind of like rambles, like it's not even coherent what I'm saying, right? It's just sort of like I'm talking and trying to talk about Jason
right.
and not her. Yeah, and then I kind of turn and I say, you know, like you're lucky just because you have all this like power. People like Jason don't make your life miserable. But for people like me or Carla, like, it's just not the same. So maybe you should like think about that. Right? And I'll try to shut her down.
Yeah.
Not very like we'll see. It's probably not very effective because I'm not good at like telling people to go away. That's a 6.
Okay. So she kind of like stares at you like, did you really just say that thing to her? She's like, well, Jason's kind of a loser, but I mean, if you don't want him bugging Carla, then maybe you should stop him from bugging Carla. I mean, like maybe if you want power, you take power. I mean, didn't Mike ask you to join the lacrosse team and you said no? Like, if you don't have it, it's because you don't want it.
I don't really think I belong on the lacrosse team. First of all, I can't do lacrosse and work, and that's, you know what? Fuck you. You don't really understand anything about me. It's not, it's not really.
The English teacher turns around and says, "Excuse me, Diego. What did you just say?"
I said. I just freeze. Like I have nothing, right?
That's what I thought. You're gonna go to the principal's office right now.
Come on, that's.
He starts writing out the note, right? Rips it off the pad, hands you the note. What do?
I say, look. Come on. It's been a really tough day already. Like, you don't. I'm sorry. Okay, I want to be here in class. I know we're gonna discuss. What are we reading again? Whatever we're reading, we're gonna discuss it, and I have read it.
While you are trying to smooth talk her nose kind of wrinkles a little bit. She kind of sniffs you. Is that what I think it is?
What?
Have you been smoking?
No, I wasn't smoking. I was over with the smokers, but it wasn't me. Like, so I'm just trying to like play like charming, kind of like inept, like I'm just trying to be like as not threatening as possible.
She's not buying it. What do you do?
Yeah, I say, look, I don't really want to get in any trouble, so I'll take the note to the office if you want, but how about I just go back and sit down, and I won't cause any trouble for the rest of class, and if there's any trouble, I will write the note myself and march myself down there. But I just want to sit in class like a normal student.
It sounds like you're trying to manipulate her.
Yeah, totally. So I have hot +1. It's an 8.
Okay. So I will tell you what it'll take to get her to let you. She says, "All right, since I haven't had any trouble with you so far, even though you've been in my class for like a week, I'll let it slide this time. But you need to come back after class, and we're going to talk about this book, which you can't even remember the title of, which is, I'm going to say Catcher in the Rye. I have no idea.
Sure, yeah.
No, Great Gatsby. It's totally Great Gatsby.
Cool, good.
So you're going to spend an hour with me after school this afternoon, and we're going to talk about Great Gatsby."
Yeah, okay.
Or you can go to the principal's office. Your choice.
Well, I have to go to work right after school.
I guess you're going to go to the principal's office then.
Fine. And I'll just take the note out of her hands and like, under my breath just kind of mutter like this fucking yes, fine. And I just sort of like stomp down the hall.
Okay. Where do you go?
I mean, I go to the principal's office. Like, I don't want any more trouble. Like this day is awful. Yeah, I go right to the principal's office. I hope to just resolve this so I can get back to my normal life.
All right. So you go to the principal's office looking as meek and mild as you possibly can. You hand the note to, like, the secretary dude, and he has you, like, sit down in a chair. He doesn't seem like he reads the note, which presumably says, cursing in class or whatnot. He doesn't really care. He's like, the principal, whose name is Reed, Principal Reed. He's like, he's kind of busy. So, I mean, you can just sit here. He's probably not going to come out and talk to you. I don't think we've had you in here before, have we?
No, sir. I try to stay out of trouble.
Well, you should try harder after today.
Thank you.
Okay, so Tracy's not in gym. We established that. I want to go back to, let's go back to Marcel. Where do you take Dave to feed on him, to drink his blood?
Yeah, good question. I want to say like a utility shed.
Okay.
I got the key off of a janitor that I hypnotized.
Okay. So you do actually have to, like, exit the building.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So tell me what that looks like.
Exiting the building.
Yeah, you and Dave walking out to the shed. What does the shed look like? How do you treat Dave?
The shed's a pretty shitty place.
Right.
The shed, it's just got a lock on it. It's a block, and it's a full rusty building. The key point is that we can go stand on the other side of it, theoretically not being viewed from the school, or even go inside and have that yeah, we're cool. That's right. We're at a utility shed. Nah, you wish you were at a utility shed. But with Dave.
Yeah. So he is like, okay, and he's like expecting his cigarette. What do you do?
When we get to the shed.
Yes.
Yeah, I give him a cigarette. You ever had one of these before?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
Like his eyes dart, like, probably a couple, but, I mean, have you fed on him before?
I don't know that I fed on him yet.
Okay.
I've been working up to it, right? I've hung out with him. I've made
see.
sure he knows. Like the point is to eventually get him ready for this whole I'm mysterious and cool, so you should let me sink my fangs into you and drink your bodily fluids. Yeah. So I mean, in this case, right? Like I'm counting on he already knows me a little bit, and I seem cool, so he wants me to like him. That's what I'm hoping for, anyway.
He totally does want you to like him. Hey, so how are you? He says very nervously.
Dave,
What?
I like you.
What? You do?
I think you have a fire in your heart. And I think that
Okay.
means you're someone I can trust. Do you think I can trust you, Dave?
Yeah, totally.
I'd like to show you something.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the point at which I never smile, right? Like I just never smile.
You don't.
But
You
this
are
time,
stone-faced.
this is when I smile, and of course my fangs are gleaming white, resplendent amidst my perfect teeth.
Uh-huh.
Thank goodness they had dentists in whenever the hell I was born.
Sometime in the past that you don't remember.
Yep. So I'm letting him see the fangs.
Cool. Are those fake? They look really good. I mean, I know Halloween's coming up. That's kind
They're
of
not-
weird.
They're not fake, Dave.
I mean, come on.
Dave, I know that you're young, and I know that you think you have a whole life ahead of you, a life that might be filled with such wonderful joys as getting tied down and living a rather unfulfilling life and having a bad job to losing your hair. I'm here to tell you about another life, different life, Dave, where that fire inside you can burn for everybody to see. You see, what I am is different. I am a fire burning in the night, Dave. And I'm offering you the chance to become like that.
This whole speech, he's been taking very small steps backwards.
I'm totally going to try to manipulate him, right, and spend that string.
Yes. Do that thing.
Does this count? Did I give him a bribe, threat, or motive?
To
I want
To
him to come
stay
over and
here?
let me feed on it. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's a combination of threat and bribe, but that's fine.
Combos are good. So it says I can spend the string after I roll, so I will roll first.
Okay. Cool. You're
Because
rolling your manipulate?
Yep.
So what's happening? Okay.
This is plus hot, and that means I do not need to spend the string because I have an 11.
Okay. Awesome. He's like, I mean, is it gonna hurt?
No.
Are you? It seems like it would hurt.
I know. But that's just the scared ape in front of me speaking and not the fire inside.
Oh my god. Awesome. Okay, so he's gonna let you do it. Like he's trying to put on a brave face. He's kind of scared, but I'm sure this is nothing new to you.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I've got this down to a science.
Yeah.
This whole speech, right? I have like drafts of it that I've gone through. Oh God, I am sad. Yeah, so I feed on him. And when I feed on someone, if this is the first time they've ever been fed upon, you both mark experience. When you feed, choose 2. You heal 1 harm previously suffered, you carry 1 forward, or they don't die. So I think I'm going to choose they don't die.
Awesome. Excellent choice.
Yeah. And I'm not harmed, so I'm going to go ahead and choose I carry 1 forward.
Okay. So how does this last for a while? Like how much do you drink?
I drink enough to sate myself right now. I'm probably not like super hungry.
Yeah.
So it's enough to leave him lightheaded and woozy, which adds to that general feeling of euphoria, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he'll probably be a little bit off kilter, but nobody will notice because he was already an awkward, gangly teen.
That's true. Is he gonna remember this? How does that
absolutely.
work? Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Do you guys walk back into school together? Do you leave
No.
him out in the shed? You leave him out in the shed.
I leave him at the shed.
Oh my god, I love it. Cool. All right. Okay. Unless you guys want to do Carla and Zed, unless you want to do something specific in gym, I think I want to fast forward to lunch.
Oh, I was just gonna, while Zed's leaning disaffectedly against the wall, like when we're jogging past, just stop to retie my shoe and roll to turn him on.
Yes, please.
I want him to notice me. So I have hot +1. Yay, 9. So
What do you say? Or do you not say anything? What does this look like?
I jog over by him and kind of like I kind of like, oh, hey there, Zed, like really casual, like I'm totally not doing this on purpose. Then I lean over and bend down to retie my tennis shoe and try to look sexy. And I don't have the moves in front of me, so what's the 7 to 9 option?
So Zed is going to get to choose if he gives himself to you, promises you something he thinks you want, or gives you a string against him.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I'd ever noticed Carla like that before. I'll give her a string.
Awesome.
Awesome.
What do you do, Zed?
Just kind of adjust my shades down a little bit. That's it.
Oh my god, you're wearing shades in high school. That is not cliche at all.
So
Just in gym. Just in gym. It's part of the. I have a prescription or something. That's what I told Kim.
What were you going to say, Catherine? Sorry.
Oh, now Zed and I have 5 strings on one another, so I get +1 to all rolls I make against them.
Awesome. I
awesome.
love it. Cool. So, do you talk to Zed anymore the rest of gym, Carla? Do you try and play it cool?
Yeah, I try and play it cool. I hear there's some party going on this week or something like that.
Yeah, Tracy's totally having a costume party at her giant cliche mansion.
Nice.
Hi, Zed.
Hey,
It's
Carla.
not, like she can't look directly at you. It's too awkward.
Cool. He
So,
slips off my shades. What's
yeah,
up?
are you going to Tracy's party this week?
I don't know. Costume parties are kind of kiddie, don't you think?
Yeah, they're totally dumb. You're totally right.
Are you going?
They're for maybe I hadn't decided yet, but I think you're right, and they're not cool. So
If you think it's cool, you should go.
are you gonna go?
I don't really have anything else.
Yeah, you should like get like a scary costume that isn't for kids, right? You could totally pull off a super cool scary costume.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Go to go with Diego.
No, we're friends. We've known each other since forever. No, that'd be weird. That'd be like dating my own brother or something. No, we're definitely not. That would just never happen.
You sure? I mean,
Yeah.
I was pretty pissed off at Jason, but Diego was all about it. He was all over that.
Yeah. So, do you want to go to the party with me?
Sure.
She says, and then like immediately looks at her feet.
No, hey, that's cool. Sure, we'll go. It'll be fun. We'll
Yeah,
go.
cool. Awesome. Okay. Yeah.
And she like runs away immediately.
Yeah. Basically.
Awesome. Diego, you're sitting in the principal's office. He actually ends up making time for you after like half an hour. You're just sitting there doing nothing. Principal Reed opens his door, ushers you in. What do you do?
I just hand him the note or whatever I have still, and sit in the chair kind of dejectedly.
What's your last name, Diego?
We'll go with Ortiz.
Okay. The principal, who is, he's probably like 45. He's kind of getting up there, and no, let's say 50. And he's not like the crazy, super hard principal. He's kind of been there, done that. He mostly focuses on the kids who really need his help, and so you probably, I mean, you've met him and you've bumped into him a few times. Certainly never been in the office before. And he sits in his chair and he kind of steeples his fingers and he leans in and he says, Diego, why am I seeing you today? He has the note in front of him. He knows exactly why he's seeing you today.
I'm trying to. So you see, Diego's thinking about how can I answer this that will result in the fewest follow-up questions. I lost my temper and may have said something I shouldn't have in class, sir.
Ah. And why did you lose your temper?
I was trying to explain how the school works to, halfway through the sentence he realizes this is so many more questions than he wants to answer. He's like, I was trying to explain how what it's like to not be popular to the popular kids. I know that this is a lost cause, but whatever. And he crosses his arms and I'm like, okay, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this, fine.
Would you consider this a charged situation? If so, you have a move for that.
Yeah. Is it charged? Is he interested enough in me to make it charged?
Yeah, he's mostly staying stone-faced. It's not that he's not buying what you're saying. He's not being mean about it, but he's looking at you like he expects you to say more.
Cool. All right. So I have a 8, and so I get to ask one of these questions.
Mm-hmm.
What is my best escape route?
Okay, so your best escape route is to tell him that Tracy was bothering you, because Tracy is his daughter, and he knows how she is.
Oh. Okay. So I say, yeah, look, sir, I don't want to make this weird or anything, but, it was actually Tracy that was kind of giving me a hard time, and I just snapped at her, and, I feel bad about that, but, I just want to be honest with you.
And his face softens at that. All right, well, thank you for your honesty. I expect that I won't be seeing you again in my office.
No.
In the near future.
I just want to go back to class and have a normal day.
I think that's a really good idea. And then he sort of motions for you to go out to the admin's desk, and the admin will write you a hall pass back to what did we say this was? English? Although there's going to be the bell's probably going to ring when you're on your way. Yeah,
so I want to duck into a bathroom while I'm walking back. I'm kind of this day has gotten really intense, and I've surprised myself on more than one occasion, and I kind of want to stare into the abyss and
yes, please.
kind of try to like find some answers. And I think for me, this is like me like looking in the mirror, and I feel myself like kind of I'd like punch one of the like metal towel
Paper
dispensers
towel.
really hard.
Yeah.
Like bam, right, and then like look in the and my hands like bloody and everything. And I like look into the mirror. Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. So gazing into the abyss, I'm gonna roll with dark. It's gonna, if I succeed, it's gonna answer my questions and show visions. And I roll with a +1. That is an 8.
Okay.
So,
So
either the visions are confusing, alarming, or the visions are lucid and detailed, leave it the condition drained. I'm going to go with confusing and alarming.
okay. So you're staring at yourself in the mirror, right? And you're looking at your eyes, and they turn kind of yellowish and wolf-like, which is weird. And before you know what's happening, you're kind of seeing outside of a wolf's eyes. And it's running through the forest, and it comes upon a house that is, at the edge of the forest, and there's people around a bonfire in the backyard, and it sort of is skulking around, trying to check out the people. And 2 people actually kind of come closer to the woods. I mean, they're obviously like just a couple of young kids coming to make out or whatever. And the wolf, as soon as they enter the tree line, jumps up and snaps at the neck of the boy, who looks a lot like Liam, actually. And you can taste the blood. It tastes all like coppery, and the girl is screaming. Liam is screaming. What do you do?
So that's what I see in the mirror, or like I see that through my eyes?
You see it as if you were sharing the eyes of a wolf, and then
Cool.
you're gonna like snap back to yourself, staring at your eyes, which totally were yellow, but now they're not anymore.
Okay. I'm gonna, I'm gonna try to play this cool, but I'm gonna go try to check in on Liam and see what he's up to. And if I need to follow him today, I will do that.
Okay. Liam is, what did we say, a sophomore? So he's not in any of your normal classes.
Yeah.
But lunch is coming up. We can, if you guys don't mind, we can skip ahead to lunch.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So how does what kind of cafeteria do you guys have? Is it just standard? There's a hot lunch line of kind of crappy food, and the lacrosse players all sit at one table.
Yeah, I think there's a snack bar for like if you have money to pay for food. That's different from like the cafeteria food that's got like pizza and stuff. And then there's like the usual cafeteria line that like goes into a different room and then comes back out.
Cool. Marcel, how are you doing? What do you do at lunch? Do you eat food?
Oh, God. It's so sad. I have a feeling I sit and I stare at people.
Because that's not creepy at all.
Not at all. Periodically, I buy food to show that I have money, but I don't eat it.
So you're sitting down at a table. Do you have food in front of you this time?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
okay.
Probably.
And Jason slides into the seat next to you. Hey, man.
I do not look at him.
You gonna eat that?
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm always hungry.
Then you should get back in line.
I mean, you are obviously not eating your food. I mean, can't you just help me out, man? You're not gonna eat it. What are you gonna do? Throw away perfectly good food?
Okay, now I look at him. And it's that slow turn, right, where I let my eyes land on him. Maybe if I do something stupid, it'll make me feel better about this dead-eye of Carla. I'm going to hypnotize him.
Awesome. Please do that thing. What can go wrong?
You are going to make a fool of yourself right now in this cafeteria. You are going to get yourself suspended from school, and you are going to feel shame and regret for it for the rest of your days.
Oh, snap.
Roll plus hot, and I get +1 forward for the feeding. Which brings me up to... that's an 11. My goodness.
What is the 10+ result for this hypnotize?
They do exactly what you wish and have no idea that anything is wrong.
Awesome. All right, so you tell me, what does this look like? Him making a fool of himself, getting himself suspended, something that he will regret for the rest of his days.
He strips naked and starts dancing on tables.
Yeah, and he keeps doing it, right? Like, it's not just like a 30-second thing.
Yep.
Like, he's still dancing naked,
Teachers
clothes
can tackle
thrown
him.
off, people trying to pull him down off the table, and he just keeps wanting to dance around. Carla, how do you feel about Jason standing on top of your table waving his junk around in your face?
I'm leaving.
That sounds like a runaway roll to me.
I would like to run away. My stream suddenly vanished when I restarted this. Can you
Okay.
re-add?
You can add it.
Okay. Can you roll for me, please?
Yes,
I have a
will
roll a tile with -1 for runaway.
All right. Oh,
Oh.
it does not go well for you. What
This
is
is not my day.
It's really not your day. Who do you normally sit with?
All the other unpopular kids. Like Diego's too cool. He's over with the stoner kids.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit off almost by myself. So.
Yeah, and I can imagine today you were really trying to sit all by yourself. Yeah. So you don't, like, the teacher's like, no, stay here. You can't just leave. And so it takes a weirdly long amount of time for a number of teachers to get Jason down off the table and wrangle him out of the cafeteria. And in this time, the entire cafeteria's worth of people are staring at you, Carla. What do?
I want to run away as soon as possible.
Well, you tried.
I tried, and it didn't work.
It didn't work out so well. So there's a teacher who's trying to calm people down, and I think it's Kim Hernandez actually. And she's like, "Okay, everybody, show's over. Calm down." And she puts her hand on your shoulder, Carla, and she said, "Are you okay?"
No, I really want to go home.
Well, I mean,
can I manipulate her?
Yes.
Is that
Yes,
okay?
please.
I don't have dice stream. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm gonna add it.
I will roll again for you if you would like.
I have hot +1.
Okay. So you get a 9.
Yay!
Yay for you. Okay, so manipulate. I will tell you what it'll take to get the NPC to do what you want. So you're gonna have to fake being sick for Kim to be okay with sending you to the nurse.
Okay, I have practice with that. I will totally be like, oh, my head is just anxious.
I mean, you're really gonna have to ham it up.
Yeah.
Because
everyone's staring at me though. This is the worst. I will just. I don't want to draw any further attention to myself, so I won't do that.
You won't make yourself look sick?
No.
Okay.
They're already all staring at me.
They are all staring at you.
Zed's staring at me. This is terrible.
Zed, what are you doing at lunch? Do you eat food now that you're dead?
Oh, God, yeah, man. Burgers, whatever kind of meat I can get my hands on. I can't believe this whole Jason Carla thing. I'm really rethinking this Saturday. Wow, this is awful. I've got to sick out on that or something, man. That's just...
Who are you sitting with?
You could almost call us sitting with Tracy and the cool kids, except I'm like not exactly sitting with them. I'm mostly kind of sitting by myself.
Okay.
Across from me is some band guy.
Okay, cool. Are you sitting at like the table next to Tracy and the lacrosse gang?
Yes, but I have
Okay.
excellent view.
Okay. They are loving the display, by the way. They think it is fine entertainment and laughing uproariously. Are you going to try and interact with them?
That seems like a really bad idea. With Tracy in there, maybe.
Yeah,
This could be an in. Yeah, I
exactly.
think I'll laugh too. It looks pretty funny. I'm mostly laughing at Jason because look at the idiot. I'll slide over, kind of near Tracy. Time to. Wow, that's awesome. I guess he's not coming to the party.
Yeah, no, I don't ever want to be within 6 feet of him again. I mean, like, why would he even do that? Was he high?
I don't know, but he was all over Carla earlier, and now this, I guess the dejection got to him. Maybe, who knows? He's restraining order city, right?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel bad for Carla now. I mean, I was giving her a hard time, but, like, that's rough.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's cool that you think of her like that. Most people don't even think of her at all, but she's not too bad, right?
I mean, she's okay. She's kind of nobody, right? Like, sometimes I forget she's in class with us.
It's kind of useful.
I mean, like, she doesn't get extra good grades or extra bad grades. Like, I don't really know what to do with her. She could be so pretty.
You think?
I mean, I think so.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah. Hey, so the Diego thing, you think that's real?
I mean, he was dating Tammy, and now he's going for Carla. It seems like a step down.
Yeah. I don't think Carla's into him. So I asked, and she's doesn't seem to be into him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on there. Tammy has had some interesting things to say about Diego.
Like what?
And she kind of like smiles mischievously. She's not gonna tell you. What do you do?
Oh. You don't want to tell me a couple secrets about Diego? I won't tell him. It's just between me and you.
Um, I think at this point it's between you and her and Mike and Tammy, who are also sitting at that table.
And then
And Mike
already
kind of looks at
knows.
you. Mike kind of looks at you, and he's like, "Hey, what do you want, dude?"
I don't know. It's a free country. Another milk.
Well, then go get up and fucking get yourself a milk. Stop talking to my girlfriend.
Thought you were dating Tammy. Get
I
your
thought Mike
T's
and
mixed.
Tracy. Are they? No, you're
Sorry.
right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got confused.
Okay.
Retcon slightly.
Okay.
Too many D names.
Sorry.
Um, he's like, what do you want anyway?
Wanted to talk to Tracy. Mission accomplished.
Okay, so go on and get back to eating your food, I guess, or not, as the case may be.
Do you want me to go, Tracy?
She's very non-committal. She's kind of like, she looks at Mike, she looks at you. I mean, whatever.
All right. Cool. I'll just kind of slide up and out of my table, head back, grab my tray, toss the food. I'm done.
Okay, Diego, what are you doing?
every time. I'm trying to find Liam, and I'd like to. I want to keep an eye on him and see if there's anything suspicious going on, because I remember him very specifically from my vision.
Hmm. Yeah, so I mean, Liam is sitting at a table. I feel like he's probably in the band, and so there's a bunch of other band members, at the table. Not particularly popular, not unpopular, just kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh, hey, Diego, what's up?"
Are you okay?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Oh, I just got a bad feeling, like you get sometimes. And I'm like, oh, this is already not going well.
Cringe.
I'm don't worry about it, man. I just wanted to.
Okay. I mean, all right. Hey, do you really like Carla?
God, no. No, it's not at all. You know what? I'm sorry I brought it. I'm sorry I talked to you. And I want to shut him down. I want to be like, this is like
Okay.
a bullshit rumor.
Yeah.
Like it's not real. Like because he's younger than me too, right?
He is. He's a sophomore. You're like what,
Yeah.
a junior?
Yeah. So I try to shut him down. Like, dude, like you should be thankful that I'm coming over here and checking on you, as opposed to throwing up a bunch of crazy rumors. Nut job. Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay. This is shut down. So I think that's conditions that we're
Yeah,
doing.
it's conditions.
Yes, we're exchanging
Or conditions.
conditions.
So I'm gonna give him the condition. Let's see. I want him to kind of feel like he's over the line, right? Like he doesn't know his place.
Overstepped bounds.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. All right. He is going to give you the condition. I don't want to do something like crushing on Carla because you have that one already.
Maybe it's I look really creepy, like I sound a little kooky.
Yeah, creeper. He's totally going to give you the condition creeper.
Great.
It's not awkward at all. Marcel, how are you doing?
I want to go talk to Carla. And
Okay.
she hasn't left yet, right? Like, she pretty much can't.
No, she pretty much can't.
Yeah, so I do that thing where I nonchalantly, nobody's paying attention to me, right? And I make
You
my
glide
way.
over.
Yeah, I glide over. My feet never touch the ground. And I'm behind her when I say, and now he'll never bother you again.
Oh, hi. Hi, Marcel. I guess not. Like, she does not see the connection between you and the
Right,
thing.
right.
Like,
Okay, pause.
like,
Oh, right.
yeah, cool. So
I
I
did that.
kind of wanted to talk to you. What?
I did that. We're even.
Can we talk?
What do we need to talk about?
That
We're even.
thing that happened. That thing that happened. Or like you bit me.
Yeah, and when you say when you bit me, I actually my eyes grow wider, and I feel like nobody says that to me. There's nothing to talk about. My debt is repaid.
But
Do you want to spend a string on me?
yeah, I want to spend a string on you. I will totally spend a string. Marcel, do you want to let me see what that does?
You can use a string to offer him experience to do what you want.
Yeah, I would or I could force him to hold steady in order to keep denying me. But I'm going to offer you an XP to talk to Carla in a secluded place. Like
I
right
will
now.
always take a fee.
Huh?
Fine. We'll talk, and this will be the last time.
Okay.
All right, so can I see them chatting? Because I've been watching Marcel, and I've been trying to keep an eye on him. Is it cool if I notice them talking?
Oh yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like
Awesome.
you
So
would. I feel like you would notice Carla talking to anybody, whether or not you wanted to.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I have like my little, whatever sandwich I've gotten from the cafeteria, and I'm just like eating, like I'm picking off the vegetables, but I'm not even realizing what I'm doing, right? And then eventually I just take the little burger up and just eat it, and I'm like, but I notice them, and if they leave, I follow.
Are you guys going to leave before the end of lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm following her.
Okay.
Oh, I was assuming you were gonna take us through a little utility shed.
Oh, fine. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'll take us through my little utility shed.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to make you run away because I have something interesting in mind, and I want you to get there. So you use some of the, confusion of a teenage boy having run around naked on top of the cafeteria table to slip out of the school. Marcel, I feel like you're really good at slipping out of school.
I'm really good at slipping out of school.
Almost like you've had decades of experience doing it.
Just follow
So you guys get to the shed, and Dave is still there, and he's laying on the floor, and he's not conscious. What do you do, Carla?
Oh my God! I have to go check and see if he's okay.
Don't.
What?
I just sort of tilt my head at him. Is he visibly bleeding, or is he like? I probably can tell if he's bleeding, right? I can smell that shit.
Yeah, he's not bleeding. It basically looks like somebody hit him in the head and he fell down. He's not dead. He's still alive.
I'm gonna go run and get the nurse.
Shit.
What do you do,
I say that.
Marcel?
I don't do it. I say, oh, I have to. I'm gonna go run and get the nurse, Marcel. I don't do it. I say it.
Don't.
What? But he's hurt.
If you go run and get the nurse, we'll get in trouble for being out here.
So how far behind can I see them talking and see Dave's body when I follow them?
You can absolutely see Dave's body. I'm sure you smell Dave's body as well.
Yeah, so I know that Marcel has been. I mean, I'm nervous about him. I smell that he's dangerous, and now he's got Carla at a secluded place, and one of his victims is already here. Like this is madness, right? I think I'm gonna lash out physically, and I'm gonna tackle Marcel to the ground.
Oh yes,
and
please.
I'm just gonna yell, "What did you do to him?" And I'm gonna tackle him as hard as I can. So I'm going to roll with volatile, which I have a +2 for, and let's see. That is a 7.
Unless I spend a string, and it's a 6.
No. But I can spin a string too and make it a 7.
How many strings do you have?
I have 2. How many do you have?
2.
2.
So we spend all our strings. Well, at least then you can't inflict more harm.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if you make him burn all your strings, then you can hypnotize him.
Oh. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna spend 1 string. If he wants to spend the other one, that's cool.
Sure, I'll spend the other one.
Okay.
So the net effect is a 6. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what does this look like, Diego?
So
You
I
just
think I'm
come
being
out and
all
swing at him?
Yeah, I think I'm being all sneaky and watching them and listening and smelling, and I'm kind of like behaving very strangely for myself. Like I don't usually skulk around school, but then I see Dave and I see Marcel saying, don't, they'll, and I'm like, oh, this guy, he's totally the wolf that's like biting at people. This is the guy. So I like run and jump and tackle him to try to hold him down so we can, other people will know that he's the bad guy.
Well, you try to tackle him, but he's sort of like an immovable object. So you kind of run into him. Marcel, a person just ran into you. What do you do?
That's cute. Well, I mean, so he runs into me. Actually, I mean, in some ways, I feel like I don't know that I'm super, super strong. I almost want to go with, like, I'm just not there because I glide out of the way, right?
Okay, fair, yeah.
Is that cool?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he runs at me and
so
I'm just not there. Hit? Oh, shit. Does that mean that happens. He hits Carla, right?
Yeah, totally. Run smack into Carla.
Oh.
Yeah, and I feel like you guys trip over Dave. And Carla, you hit your head on the pavement. Please take 1 harm from the bottom of the shed. Diego, I don't think I'm going to have you take a harm because you're a really freaking strong werewolf. But you just landed on top of Carla, and she is hurt. What do you do?
I'm horrified. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just try to explain myself as best I can. Like,
what are you doing?
He's not safe. Like he's doing something. Look, and I point at Dave. Like he did something to Dave. Like you can't trust him. And I turn back to Marcel, who I assume is still there, right?
Yeah, and I say very slowly, get out of here before you hurt her again.
She's bleeding, by the way.
Oh god, it smells so good.
And that's part 1. We're gonna have part 2 in a few weeks.
Yay!
It was awesome.
Groovy.
That was fun. Thank you, Jen, for running.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for being awesome players and getting yourselves into trouble.
So
where can you go wrong with a werewolf and a vampire?
And immortal. Like 50% of all paranormal romance, right?
There you go.
We're not even your true loves.
I know, that's why it's great.
That's why it's great. Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
We're just incidental to you.
My epic romance, yeah.
Like, I don't like either of you. All right, well, this has been part 1 of Monsterhearts. Like I said, we are going to I'm going to run the second session, I think the 19th of July, which is in a couple of weeks. Same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, where we will conclude the tale of the angsty monster teenagers. So if you like what you saw, we are Indie Plus. We run lots of actual play. We run panels. We do all sorts of fun things, exhibition games and whatnot. And you can click on the Indie Plus thing, which is probably hovering over Brendan's face down there. If you are watching this after the second session, I will link that, so you can just go right away. Thank you guys for being such awesome players. Thank you, Rich, Mark, Katherine, and Brendan.
Yeah, that was a good pause. Thank you for running, Jen.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Night.